ziva kuti tinopota rini kondano. Baba munanga kutiudzei kuti tinopota rini kwesu. Baba munanga kutiudzei kuti tinopota rini ko. Toda kuvhotera chamisa, toda kuvhotera mabasa, toda kuvhotera rugare. Tanonokerwa, vanonokerwa, vanhu vanonokerwa, vanoda kuvhotera rugare. Vanonokerwa, anonokerwa, mayuthi anonokerwa, anoda kuvhotera mabasa. Anonokerwa, vamwe vachati ndinonyepa, si chokwadi munochiziva. Vanhu vaneta nenhamo vave kuda shanduko. Shungu dzizere mumwoyo yavo, vachanodzipedzera imomo muballot boxi. Vanonokerwa, vanhu vanonokerwa, vanoda kuvhotera chamisa. Vanonokerwa, anonokerwa, mayuthi anonokerwa, anoda kuvhotera shanduko. Anonokerwa, siwacho ndenge ndakatata, siso ndakatodhura kunge munhu aputa pocha. Ndichingopinda mbalo tinotanga nekutarisa pachamisa, ipapo ndoisa x ya. Andichodiswe madisinyongoro, chavhotera chamisa kuti ngwane muparo. Ndakuda kugarawo tatata, chada kupfeka mapatapa. I can't wait no more, I just want to vote for change, to vote for change. I can't wait no more, just want to vote for change, to vote for change. Everybody raise that to vote, we've got to vote for change.
Good morning, good afternoon, Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for joining us for yet another special program for Change Radio. We want to welcome our viewers and listeners from ZimI YouTube, ZimI Facebook, and we are also live on Change Radio. The radio itself is you are hearing from the youth singer there, Cooksman, saying Tanonokerwa. He's talking about voter registration and the delay in the announcement of the day for the elections. And tonight or today, depending on where you are, we are also talking to some young men from Masvingo, young men and young women from Masvingo, who are also saying the same thing, that Tanonokerwa. But whilst Vanonokerwa, they are doing something about it. Whilst they are waiting for the elections, they have decided to do a voter registration initiative that is calling upon people in Masvingo, the young, the old, everyone to go and register to vote. And tonight or today, we are joined by at least 4 people that are here. But before they come on, let me introduce or allow my partner in crime, Barbara, to introduce herself. Barbara, Tanonokerwa.
Yeah, Anzi, sesiphuzelwe. Thank you so much, Chief Soshe. Lingabe lachona njani, lavuka njani, mthwakazi omuhle emagumbini amane omhlaba lapho lingabe likhona. Yebo sesiphendukile njalo uhlelo Padare naMambo Soshe edale lenduna yako Soshe kumbe enkundleni lenduna yako Soshe. Ye namhla silohlelo olumnandi kakhulu njoba sonke sisazi ukuthi sesisiya kukhetho phela, ukhetho olukhulu lapho sizafaka khona uPresident Nelson Chamisa eState House. Ye uCooksman uthi sesiphuzelwe sifuna ukuvotela uChamisa, sesiphuzelwe sifuna ukuvotela inguquko. Yes, khona lapho emsakazweni wenu Change Radio, iradio umsakazo ngokwayo, Change Radio YouTube, Change Radio Facebook, ZimI Facebook, ZimI YouTube. La ku Twitter siyatholakala njalo. Lingabe linjani, hlalani lilalele uhlelo oluhle. Namhla sixoxa ngemasvingo, imasvingo lapho esifuna ukuthi sizwe ukuthi kuyini okwenzakalayo emasvingo, umsebenzi omuhle oyenzakalayo emasvingo. Sizwe kubahlonishwa bethu esibanxusileyo ukuthi basitshele ukuthi kuyini ngempela okwenzakalayo emasvingo. Sifuna ukuwina wonke ama-province phela, wonke ama-constituencies sifuna ukuwathatha ukwenzela ukuthi uPresident Nelson Chamisa ahambe e-State House kuthiwa register big, win big campaign, Masvingo province, CCC, voter registration. Lina lapho elikhona lingabe lisenzani? Nxa kulalokho lapho elikwenzani, ukhona okubambekayo elikwenzayo, lisithinte phela. Sizalifakela ucingo laphana lapho elizasifonela khona, lisitshela ukuthi ezindaweni lapho elikhona lingabe lisenzani. Even ku-comment section tiudzei zvamuri kuita kwese kumativi mana ese enyika kwamuri. Don't forget that this is a citizen thing, citizen movement. So everyone is compelled to do something. Let's not also forget about our 1+5 campaign, where you yourself +5 people that you are supposed to register. If we do that, we are going to win big, and our President Nelson Chamisa will walk straight away to the State House. Thank you so much. Over to you, Chief Soshe.
Thank you so much, Barbara. 1+5 strategy is exactly what the youth in Masvingo have done. Vimbai, thank you for this initiative. Please take a few minutes to greet our viewers and listeners and get right into it. Give us an overview of this program. What is it about, so that we can all be on the same page?
Good evening, the host, Baba Shoshe. Good evening, Mama Babsi, and the technical team behind. Good evening, Zimbabwe. The program that we are doing now is called Register and Win campaign. We have decided to spice up a little bit the Register to Vote campaign in a way that people who mobilize voters will be in a competition, and whoever registered more people is going to win. And also the registrants themselves, they will win in a random draw. So we have decided to add a little bit of oomph to the registration so that we continue getting more numbers towards our 6 million voters campaign.
Wow. What an initiative. What it tells us, folks, is that voter registration is still ongoing. It did not end with the voter registration blitz. It's still going on, because I know a lot of people relaxed after the voter registration blitz ended. And now we are seeing Masvingo here taking a big step to remind everyone that we cannot win an election if we don't register big. If we want to win big, we need to register big, vote big, and then, of course, we are going to win big. And I'm trying here to connect again with my other guest here. Munya is trying to connect. It's saying connecting. He was the next one to introduce himself, but as you know, the network challenges in Zimbabwe. He is deep down in Masvingo, and he is trying to connect here. I will get him, but Barbara, you can go ahead now and just engage with Vimbai while I'm trying to connect. Munya Wejira. But as soon as he comes on, I may have to interrupt you. You can go ahead, Barbara.
Okay. Thank you so much, Wimbai. Welcome back. Let's talk about this grand initiative again. Why, after the blitz, does it matter? Why are you introducing this after the blitz? We all know that during the blitz, we had campaigns, people registering voters, and now the blitz is gone and you're still doing this. Why are you doing this?
When we look at our 2018 results in Masvingo province, we realized that we did not quite perform as what we would have wanted. So after the 1+5 campaign, after the Blitz, we realized that since ZEC is still open and is registering people, we can never say the registrants are enough. We can never say we've got the actual number that we are looking for. We need more. We need to go an extra step towards the realization of a complete change in Zimbabwe. So we continued with the voter registration. And whilst we saw that on the Blitz, it was a hive of activity, many people were rushing to the centers, getting registered to vote. Now it's a little bit quiet. People are a little bit relaxed. We thought that we should bring something more interesting, something that is going to get people to love to do it, something that is going to push people to do more. So when we introduced this Register Big and Win Big campaign, we saw quite a little bit of change. People were inquiring and are still inquiring, what do I get if I do this? How many people should I get? Should I mobilize in order for me to be eligible in the competition? I have not yet registered to vote. If I register to vote, what prizes can I win out of the prizes that you are giving out to people? So there's a little bit of more interest. There's a little bit of drive when we have introduced the prizes. So that is why we have started the Register Big and Win Big campaign. And we are quite satisfied with the way it's going. And we are engaging everyone in the grassroots, in every district, every constituency, every ward. And we have explained how it works. Our people are excited, and every day we are receiving the tallies, the numbers, and we are putting them together so that on the time of the prize giving, we will know who are the winners, especially the quantity, because mobilizers will win because of the quantity that they've registered. But the registrants will win in a random draw. That is how the campaign is running.
Okay, thank you so much, Wimbaide. Why do you think, before I go to my question?
Okay, Barbara, that's okay. Let me just get Munya here, because he's here.
Okay.
I know because of the network, he might disappear again. Munya, you're live on Change Radio. You're also live on Zim I. Please go ahead and greet our viewers and listeners, and at the same time, give us an appreciation of the voter registration in Masvingo. You know, how far have you guys gone? Because, you know, Munya, those who don't know him, dear Wacho Munya Wejira, whom you always read, he writes, you know, regularly. He's always writing, and I'm always asking, doesn't he get tired? This is Munya Wejira, who always keeps you updated with what is happening in Masvingo. So Munya, give us an appreciation of the voter registration program in Masvingo. Yes, you can go ahead. We can hear you. It's now also saying reconnecting. But that's Munya in Masvingo, who tried to get him Super Change Radio at Pererwe. We know our situation, and we know our environment, the environment that we operate in Zimbabwe. So we'll keep trying to get him, but if not, we are lucky because we have someone who is somewhere where there is a good network. Mimbai, you are involved, very involved in what is happening in Masvingo. Where people are registering in Masvingo, how is it now? Give us that appreciation, maybe, if you can.
Chief, I would just say for now, from the day that we started running this campaign, which was the 8th of May, we received a little bit of lower numbers from the district. I believe it was not because they are not registering people to vote, but they had not gotten the message that we are running a campaign. So they were just going on their day-to-day activities of mobilizing people, taking them to the centers, but not giving us the numbers. But the next day, on the 9th, up to now, we have started seeing quite a number of people. We have got people that came to register themselves as mobilizers and say, I'm from this constituency and I'm a mobilizer. So every day I would like to come and give you the tallies and the numbers and the slips of the people that have registered to vote. So we now drew up an Excel and we put down our mobilizers. So every day we touch base, we check how was voter registration. They give us the feedback, who came to the site. Sometimes we see our prospective candidates, the councillor candidates, the MP candidates. They make a turn at the ZEC offices to greet the people, to see the people, to encourage the people, sometimes to even bring them caps or something. So it's been quite a lot of activity after the 8th of May. And we are seeing a lot of people registering. I will say for now, Bikita seems to be leading. There is quite a lot of people that are registering to vote in Bikita. It's quite encouraging. And there is also quite a lot of people registering to vote in Gutu for now. Because remember, we also have a district competition whereby the district that registers more people or the constituency that registers more people is going to get deep tank, diba, rekudibisa mombe, nema seeds, ma vegetables, ma seeds, ma carrots, ma seeds, ma tomatoes, something that the community can benefit as a collective. So there is also a sense of working together in constituencies to say, even if we don't win as mobilizers, or even if we don't win as registrants, but can we at least win as a district? So there's a lot of interest and there's a lot of good numbers coming in.
Wow. We're going to make you repeat those prizes. I like Diba. You know, those are people that are the people in the rural areas who really want Nema seeds, Emuriwo, Echomuriwo, Repi, and other things. Those are very significant prizes that you chose. We'll come back to that. But Barbara, I know you want to come in. As you come in, please give us an appreciation of the National Voter Registration Program. Appreciate what the people in Masvingo are trying to do. Because as you know, after the voter registration blitz, people kind of thought everything had stopped, and things kind of relaxed, So if you can just, give an appreciation of that and vis-a-vis what is happening in Masvingo. Barbara, did you hear me?
Hello, Chief. I don't know. My network yakutodzera yana Dr. Munya. Yana Dr. Munya. What did you say?
No, I was saying just give us a national an appreciation of the National Voter Registration Program, vis-a-vis what the people in Masvingo are trying to do, considering that after the voter registration blitz, people kind of relaxed in the thought that the voter registration, there were some that believed that the voter registration was already done, So, now that we have people, a whole province trying to resuscitate that interest, if you can comment on that.
Okay, yes. I think most provinces, Chief, nationally, they are also doing the voter registration. But Masvingo iri pamberi, I can testify the Matabeleland, people have been sent out to mobilize voters to register. I know some have been sent to Matabeleland North, some have been sent to Mat South, and they are doing very well there. But just want to upload the Masvingo cluster for this initiative. You know what's disheartening, Chief, is our people. If you don't crank them, they don't
Barbara,
vote.
Barbara,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt you. I now have Dr. Munya here. Dr.
Okay.
Munya, we had already introduced you because if we take too long, you might disappear again. I don't know if you had heard my question or you want me to. Okay, please go ahead.
You may repeat it, Chief.
Oh, okay. No, yeah. So I was saying, as a communicator, as someone who is, always right, we see your articles every now and again. Can you give us an appreciation of the voter registration program in Masvingo? Because you are there on the ground, you're seeing what is going on, people registering, and you can also talk about it in view of this program that you guys have started.
Okay, thank you very much, Chief, and Andy Babs for inviting me to your great show. Indeed, it is a great initiative that has been launched by our beloved sister, Vimbai, who is currently based in South Africa, but she has a heart for Masvingo because she comes from Gutu, and we greatly appreciate the great support from their people in diaspora. First of all, I want to say Masvingo is becoming the battleground, Chief.
Yes.
ZANU-PF understand that President Nelson Chamisa, he comes from Masvingo. Therefore, they are trying their level best to make sure that President Chamisa does not win in Masvingo. But the Citizen Coalition for Change champions on the ground forces, if I may put it in that context, Chief, they are working very hard, mobilizing people, especially in peri-urban and even in deep rural areas such as Mwenezi and Chiredzi. You know, traditionally Chiredzi and Mwenezi have become ZANU-PF strongholds since 1980. But President Nelson Chamisa, he has invaded those areas through Mugwazo. And I've been a witness, I've traversed the length and the breadth of Masvingo, trying to have first-hand information of what is going on the ground. I'm not sure if you are hearing me, Chief.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. And to our viewers and listeners, please put a like or say something if you can hear Dr. Munya, but I want to believe that everyone is hearing you.
And also, Chief, Masvingo, in Masvingo, in 2018, MDC alliance that was being led by then President Nelson Chamisa, we won one seat in Masvingo Urban, and also council seats. But now it is the thrust of Citizen Coalition for Change to win many seats, and through Mugwazo and also the voter registration that Citizen Coalition for Change has embarked on. And I believe we are going to win about 14 to 15 seats. If my estimation goes well, we've been mapping the seats that we think we can win, especially seats such as Mwenezi West, Masvingo West, and the Masvingo North. These are very urban. They've taken some words from Masvingo Urban to Masvingo West, especially Ward 2. It has been taken to Masvingo West, and also Ward 8, Masvingo Urban is now in Masvingo North. And with this high turnout of people who want to participate in 2023 elections, there is a very high number of people that have registered to vote. in Masvingo. And I can assure you, Chief, that if we manage to protect our vote in 2023, surely CCC under the leadership of Nelson Chamisa is going to pull a shocker in Masvingo, because from the sources within the ZANU-PF circles, they want to frustrate Masvingo, that President Chamisa does not win. I think you also understand, Chief, that in Masvingo there is a lot of violence, especially in Gutu. We have recorded a lot of violence. ZANU-PF members beating, harassing, and also kidnapping CCC members, because they have realized that CCC members are moving and are winning many people and registering to vote. During this afternoon, Chief, I was at ZEC offices. They've opened during the weekend in Masvingo, at the provincial offices. I witnessed about 102 people who have come to be registered by CCC members. And this is a testimony that surely ground forces, the CCC champions, are working flat out to make sure that people in Masvingo have voted for President Nelson Chamisa.
Wow, powerful. Thank you very much. Barbara, you can go ahead and ask Munya the next question before the network, gets in the way again. The offices that you went to, Munya, just real quick, were they in Masvingo urban or in the rural areas?
Yes, it was in Masvingo urban, Chief, the provincial ZEC offices. But a quick one, Chief, before Barbara comes in. In Masvingo, they are not issuing the receipts if you want register to vote. And we have asked them, they say they've run out of papers. What a shame to this government.
And what is the impact of that? What is the impact of that? Isn't that something that can be used against us?
Yes, Chief, this is a great impact. I've spoken to a few students, because there are students from one tertiary university that I may not mention, but I will send you pictures through, Chief, and also the videos on your in your inbox, where one councillor, a nominated councillor, Thomas Mbetu, is congregated about 84 students today, and then send them to register to vote, and equally, and have the bribe with them, trying to encourage them. These students, they have highlighted that they are equally concerned with the lack of issuing of receipts. They think this is part of the rigging tactic of ZANU-PF. You still remember, Chief, that FAZ, the Forever Associates of Zimbabwe, the CIO organization, is also behind these strategies to make sure that CCC does not win in urban areas. And the absence of receipts really does not augur well with the voters, especially the new voters, because there's a perception, and also I think it has been authenticated by past events, that ZANU-PF always rig elections, Chief. And I think that missing aspect of lack of receipts is one of the strategies. And also, Chief, a quick one also is that the ZEC officials in Masvingo urban, they are kind of slow. And this is frustrating the new voters.
Wow. Okay, thank you very much for that important information. Barbara, you can go ahead. You're on mute, Barbara.
Oh, thank you so much, Wejira Munya, for that insight. As a writer or a communicator, what role are you going to play in this process? I also want to ask the second question, just in case these network issues. We know that Douglas Monzora took ZEC to court about the delimitation process. We all know the outcome. And what is your view about what is the impact of what Monzora is doing to voter registration, and how do we counter that? do you think that the case has got an impact to your voter registration campaign?
Thank you very my great friend Barbara. As a writer or a communicator, in my contribution in terms of voter registration, that we conscientize people. I play a role of conscientizing people, bring an awareness to people about the importance of voter registration. That if we don't vote, we are also voting for ZANU-PF. Therefore, people have their future, their destiny in their hands, and this destiny can only be changed through voting. Therefore, as a communicator, I also tell them about the importance of voter registration. Secondly, I also tell them about the requirements of what for one to be registered here in Zimbabwe. For example, one can bring his or her ID or valid passport. Also, as a communicator or as a writer, everyone wants to be appreciated. We also appreciate every champion who then go with people to register to vote. Remember, everyone wants to be celebrated, Babs. In terms of if one brings 5 people, we write it, we acknowledge it. If you happens to be in Masvingo urban group, we always celebrate people. Even if one registered one person, we celebrate that. That on its own, we call it external motivation. Maslow hierarchy of needs, I think you then appreciate that, that people want to be celebrated. People want to be motivated. That's my role. And also, I'll bring attention to anomalies that ZEC officials that also do, like the one that I've just highlighted, that please, CCC members, let's shout, let's bring to the world's attention that there are no receipts, the smallest receipts. Chief, even if they can ask you to donate one receipt book, I think you can do so.
Of course, of course.
These are minor challenges, but that can have a great impact on the perception of people's views. This is my contribution as a writer to say, let's have this discussion around on the voter registration. How best can we motivate people to go and register? How people can contribute money for transport to make sure that people are taken from their locations to town or to any ZEC offices to register to vote. Then on your second question, Babs, when you talk of Muonzora, the going of Muonzora to court, you have two sides of the coin. Number one, Muonzora have dented his image. When people are viewing the court case of Muonzora, they are simply saying Muonzora is afraid of elections. This is a bonus to us. Remember, on the backdrop or on the background, in 2022 by elections, Muonzora got zeros, and he did not get any councillor or MP. And this, again, it is collaborated with his court application. It then shows that Douglas Muonzora is afraid of elections, because and remember, many people were saying he is like a tortoise on the pole. And that narrative and that perception that people have, I had a lot of discussions with political analysts based here in Masvingo, and also the academia or the academics. They are voicing out saying Douglas Muonzora is afraid of elections, and also is advocating for government of national unity. I think to us it's a plus that people we are not going to divide votes, because they will say Douglas Muonzora is a zero man. Why can't we waste our votes by voting for Douglas Muonzora, who is afraid of elections? Number two, on the other side, I think also we must then also be careful that Muonzora may try to pull a surprise by trying to force the government. I've noted that he has also put another application. I still have to verify if it is true that he has sent another application. One of my confidants within the MDC just informed me in the few minutes ago that Douglas Muonzora is trying to tell his lawyers to launch another boycott application. Remember, the merits where his court was dismissed, he is trying to bring another one back. But no matter what Douglas Mondora is doing, today I had a conversation with Mr. Chivanga, who is based in Chile. I'm told, and I can confirm that Douglas Mondora is trying to lure CCC members to represent him because he does not have candidates. I'm also informed that in areas such as Chirezi and Menezi, Douglas Mondora does not have candidates. I think in Masvingo and even across Zimbabwe, it will be a miracle for Douglas Mondora to get 20% of the candidates, unless if Douglas Mondora is going to use money to lure some desperate people or people who are in audience. And it is my humble view that Douglas Mondora is not a threat per se to CC, and he is not going to garner the 66% that he has advocated for, that is going to win these elections. And it is my last submission, Chief, is that Douglas Mondora is not going to win these elections.
Wow. Okay, thank you very much for that. Maybe, Wimbai has been quiet for a long time. Are you still there, Wimbai?
Chief, I wanted to ask a follow-up question on what they've just said pertaining this process before we proceed. I just want them. Yes, I just want them to tell us, Kuti, why do they think the people in Zimbabwe need to be pushed to register to vote, and what do they think can be done the way forward? Why are people not keen to register to vote on their own? They want to be given freebies, they want to be given transport, but at the end of the day, whose life are they changing? Are they changing the politicians' lives or their lives? What do you think as a party CCC we can do in the near future so that people will just know that voting is their right?
Yeah, Munya, you can go ahead. You can go ahead, Munya, before we go to Wimbai, so that she can talk about the diaspora involvement.
We have to understand that in Zimbabwe we have different people with a different understanding of things. There are people who are not being pushed to go and vote. They are voluntarily going to vote. And some they're even mobilizing people to go and vote. But there are also some people who think that voting is a waste of time. Yes, justifiably, it's because of they have known that ZANU-PF have been rigging elections, and there are a lot of
isn't that propaganda by ZANU-PF, Dr. Munya? That end up making people think that elections don't work, because that's what ZANU-PF wants the people of Zimbabwe to believe. So they do that to encourage people not to go and vote or register to vote.
Yes, definitely, Chief. This is the propaganda that has then been used, especially in urban areas. But we then have to demystify that propaganda. We have to come with the truth and facts. That's why then we are saying we are still pushing people to vote. We are still trying, and to some people, Chief, we are even begging them. But as the person that have posed a question, a critical question, that this is their destiny, this is their future. But we are being forced to beg them to say, fight for your future, fight for the better job, fight for the better health, fight for the better education system, fight corruption by voting CCC national government, the government that would bring better life for you. We are really begging them because of this propaganda that have been used. Have you seen the video that is circulating, Chief, of ZANU-PF members taking people from rural areas and transferring them to urban areas?
No, I didn't see that.
Yes, there's a video. There's an LPF member. If you can ask, I will send you through. They are transferring people from rural to urban because they want to win in urban areas. Because people in urban areas have given up hope in the electoral system. That's why we are pushing them. That's why we are giving money for transport. There are people who are sacrificing their money from diaspora, even in Zimbabwe, forcing people to go and register to vote. Some were literally going to camp on the ZEC offices. I know Strago Nyahunda and Wakura, among others, champions here in Masvingo Eben. They are literally camping on ZEC offices, encouraging people not to give up because there's a slow pace. ZEC officials are putting a very slow pace. They don't have any energy to register urban people. And this is frustrating people. That's why we are forcing them, Chief.
Okay, thank you very much. Hold on there, Munya. We'll come back to you. Let me go to Vimbai. Vimbai, thank you very much for this initiative. And as we're saying here, that we have to, sometimes you have to pay people to go and register to vote. Yet it's something that determines their destiny. And now we are seeing you guys in Masvingo coming up with prizes to try and lure people, encourage people, motivate people to go and register to vote. And we appreciate that. That we want to see other provinces coming in and doing that. So with regards to this, how can a diaspora help, considering that we were not giving the diaspora voter? And some people will even sit back and say, you know what, I'm in the diaspora, I'm okay. But we're always saying diasporans can, do something about the situation in Zimbabwe. With regards to your program, how do you think the people in the diaspora, particularly those from Masvingo, can do?
Thank you very much, Chief. The diaspora constituency is quite a privileged constituency in that kumusha uko kana kukarwariwa, before they think of anyone else, they think of calling someone in the UK, they think of calling someone in Australia or in South Africa to say kwarwariwa kunodiwa mari paracetamol, kunodiwa mari doctor consultation or anything. By so doing, kutidedza kwa vanogara vachiita our families when there are problems or when there are celebrations. Let's say there is a wedding or maroro, azvite kuti aitwe apfure usina kufonerwa uri kudiaspora. So they will call you and say there is a wedding in December. They will even tell you earlier. So let us use our influence as diasporans kuti tiudze vanhu vari kumusha in our families, in our circles, masabhuku edu, machief edu, vafundisi vedu vari koko kumusha kuti ana baba ana mai vasikana vakomana tibatsirei, let's hold hands. We need change in Zimbabwe. So the first thing that the diaspora can do is to influence their circles, where they come from, who they interact with. And then number two, with regards to this particular program, diaspora inozikana nokudira shuga. Pese panenge pachitika chini, diaspora inosvika ichizvispicer kuti zvinake, kuti zvitapire. So, to my fellow diasporans, ngatiwedzerei mubairo. Let's add on to the prizes. I'm so excited today. In the morning, I got a call from one of our diasporans in the UK. Wakati manya V and unotarisa ABCD prizes. I want to know what the cost is. So I rushed into town in the morning and I checked and I gave feedback. That is one diasporan who is willing to hold hands, who is willing to assist, who is willing to do something. So first, diasporans can influence their families, their inner circles, the people around them, because they will listen to them. What's that phrase? Put your money where your mouth is, whatever that is. Kwedu kumusha ina handina munhu wandinotengera mabum shots, handina munhu wandinopa mari yekumuvi asina kuregister kuvhota, azvite. You have to show me first that you are a registered voter. But for now, I want to know that you are a registered voter before you ask me for something. And then the giving of the prizes, us as the diasporans, if we add on to the fun, if we add on to the motivation, tinoramba tichiwana vanhu vakawanda vanenge vachita interest yekuenda kunovhota. So my fellow diasporans, come through. Unzai prizes as you might be able to. Apana chatinoramba. Maybe there are some things that we have not listed, like the person that I was saying, Vandituma Makuseni, they told me something that we have not listed, something more interesting. So I rushed into town to check how much that is. So diasporans, you are welcome. Please come through. Let's hold hands.
Wow, powerful. There you are, Zimbabweans are wherever you are. You want to partner with Masvingo. You want to partner with these good young people that are doing good things in Masvingo. They are crying for your help. They are appealing for your help. You can donate a prize, whatever it is. As we round up, we're going to allow Vimbai to go through some of the prizes that they are looking for, or that they already have. And obviously, they can always do with more. She's going to tell us what kind of prizes they are giving out. Yeah, you are in the diaspora, whether you come from Masvingo or not. This is a call to act. This is a challenge to you. We all want a new Zimbabwe, and if we can get more people registered in Masvingo, it means we are registering big, and will definitely win big. So please do get in touch so that we help this initiative. Munya, I know you are now back, and we are getting towards the end of our program. I'll allow you to make your last remarks and make a final appeal to the people that are in Masvingo to take part in this competition, and also to the people that are in Zimbabwe, and even those that are outside Zimbabwe, so that they can help you guys with the prizes. But not only that, even the encouragement that Vimbai was talking about, it's critical. You also mentioned it, that we need people in the diaspora to partner with people in Zimbabwe. So you can go ahead, Munya, and give us your last remarks before the network kicks you out again.
Thank you very much, Chief. To the viewers and the Zimbabwe at large and beyond, we are at a very desperate moment. Failure to win the 2023 election is to bring despondence and pain in the hearts of many. Some people are now losing hope in the struggle because it is taking too long. This is our final stretch that we must fight all out. Blood on the floor if it calls for, because we must rescue the destiny of our lives before it goes up in the smoke under the ZANU-PF leadership. This has been 43 years of suffering, and I am appealing to everyone hearing my voice that we must collaborate, all hands on the deck. The diasporians, they can chip in with the finances and any other material thing that can help us fight this regime, that we can win this election. President Mineso Chamisa must win. And I want to appreciate people like Vimbai for such a great initiative that we can motivate people to register, because failure to register to vote, ZANU-PF may steal these elections. But also I want to appeal to CCC at large that we must train election agents urgently. We must fight for the voters' roll. We must fight for and mobilize resources that we defend these votes. Because after people go out to vote in large numbers, we must protect the votes. Chief, before I conclude my remarks, I also want to acknowledge the great work that National Youth Leadership under the able leadership of Takuzwa Ngadzore they are doing. We have been in the deepest of rural areas, in Gutu, Mwenezi, and other areas, trying to fight and bring young people in the rural area to vote, even in the elderly. And I want to say this is the time we have a capable leadership for President Nelson Chamisa, who is a highly visionary. We have the solution to the problem of Zimbabwe. But for him to go to the State House, he needs our votes. And our votes can be harnessed, it can be, we can get them through mobilizing people to vote, through prizes, through anything. We can use anything to make sure that people go and vote. And this one great initiative by Vimbai must be celebrated and acknowledged and supported. Chief, I'll play my role to make sure that President Nelson Chamisa is winning. And also I want to congratulate Change Radio and for great work that you are doing. Keep it up, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to those that do not know him. That is the voice of Munyawe Jira. You always read his stories, his articles, and I know you love them because he keeps you up to date with what is happening in Zimbabwe, in particular in Masvingo. Barbara, over to you.
Yes, thank you so much, Chief, and thank you so much, Wejira Bunya. You know, I'm one of the person who used to say when we were doing our meetings, could change radio. This guy, he always writes. He's always writing. After every second, you see an article that he has produced. You know, you really inspire me, Munya. Well done. Please keep it up. People enjoy your stories. People are now used to your stories. Keep on informing people. I think as CCC, we have greatly improved in our communication, and thanks to Advocate Fadzai Mahere, who is doing very, very well, and Ostalos, the department is functional, and you know every constituency, every ward, every branch, you know, people are now used to improved in the way they communicate through the leadership of Advocate Nelson Chamisa and our advocate Fadzai Mahere in the communications department. Yes, I also want to urge Chief, people in the diaspora, especially those that come to Masvingo first. If we haven't started doing something for your constituency, then you don't want change. We should be seen doing something to where we come from. I come from Makoni South. And I tell you what, guys, I've been doing something for Makoni, and I'm still doing something for Makoni South. That's my constituency, and that's my number one priority. We want to win Makoni South. It's now with the ZANU-PF, but we are going to take Makoni South, and we in the diaspora, we are going to help the constituency, and we are also going to help Masvingo. We are going to chip in this worthy cause. Thank you so much, Wimbai, for coming up with this initiative. I've known you to be someone who is proactive. You know, your hands are always on the deck. You focus on the ball, and we thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much for coming to Change Radio. We really appreciate you. Over to you, Chief.
Yes, let's go to Vimbai again as we round up. Vimbai, you can go through the prizes that you want to give out and say anything about this great initiative, this competition, and how people can get in touch with you. If you don't mind, we are going to flight your number there while you're talking as you make your final rally for people to come on board and help, and also appeal to the people in Masvingo so that they go and register to vote. Over to you, Vimbai.
Thank you, Chief. Maybe just also to highlight that there is four of us coordinating the Register and Win campaign. My colleagues are telling me on SMS that there is network problems in Masvingo. In this particular program, we are working with Gilbert Mutubuki, Councillor Gilbert Mutubuki in Chiredzi. We're also working with Advocate Tinashe Mavaire in Masvingo Central, and we are also working with Desire Struggle Nyaunda, who is in Masvingo Urban. This is the team that we are working with on the Register and Win campaign. So the prizes that they've got for now and that we are giving out are blankets, one-ply blankets, asinga ungani aya kana awachwa, the quality nice blankets in this winter. We are also giving out smartphones, and we will also give out a gas stove, a mini gas stove. Magetsi anetsa pa Zimbabwe. Zesa hakuna. So there is one mobilizer who's going to go away with a mini gas stove. For the communities, the constituencies rather, the people who are going to register more voters. And we are talking about new registrants because there was a confusion when this project started. We were receiving proof of voter registration from as far as 2022, from as far as 2018. People were willing to show that we are registered, we are here, we are registered, we are here. But then this particular campaign started on the 8th for the new registrants. So in constituencies, we are going to give Diba, Rogu Dibisa Mombe, because most of our constituencies in Masvingo are rural constituencies. And we are also working on giving out my seeds, Murio, my seeds, Murio as in the whole variety of vegetable, the whole vegetable family, my carrots, beans, my onion, my tomatoes, anything that we can lay our hands on. We are going to make sure that it's quite a nice, sizable package for the constituents that registered the most people from the 8th of May going forward into June, where we close this program and start another one again. Pane chimwe chinyowa chiri kubikwa chekuti tichivhara ichi tobva takanda chimwe, so that we keep busy, we keep pushing. Masvingo imboitawo zviri nani, Masvingo imbowanawo zviri nani when it comes to constituencies and when it comes to improving our presidential vote. Handisi kuziva kuti ndakutoita ma-closing remarks here ekukutendai kana kuti muchabvunza
Oh,
zvinhu.
you can hold on a second. I want Barbara to go ahead and just read the comments from our viewers and listeners so that we don't leave them out. But to those that are just joining us, we are talking to the youth in Masvingo, or men and women and young men and young women from Masvingo that have come up with an initiative to encourage people to go and register to vote. And they have a competition that they are holding. You register many people as a coordinator or as someone who is helping people to go and register to vote. You stand a chance to win a prize. And if you are also a registered voter, you register within this period. There are also prizes for those people that are going to register. Whether you go and register on your own or you are carried to go and register, you stand a chance to win the prize. So those that want to get in touch with Vimbai, you can get in touch with her on this number. If you can flight the number again, those that want to get in touch with Vimbai, please do call her on +2774 567 9814. The number is on the screen. And if you miss the number, you can also inbox me. You can get in touch with Barbara. You can get in touch with Change Radio or ZimI. We will lead you to Vimbai and the other guys that are on the ground that she talked about. Barbara, over to you. Let's hear what our viewers and listeners are saying. And Mnangagwa from teacher Zephania Mnangagwa is an unelectable person. He is full of cruelty and is a thief. Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you very much, people. Sipiwe Juliet Tambo, yes, we thank you too for your support. We appreciate you. Anisha Kore, excellent initiative from Masvingo. Thank you so much, Anisha. Munganga Shikanda, well done, Change Radio. Yes, this is good feedback. We are left with 2 minutes to finish here, but we want to give our guest to do a final remarks. What are people doing about Berengwa and the farms around there? Grace Zijena, that question. I wish Dr. Munya was still here. I know he was going to handle that. Shadrach Kachi, Kwata, Dokora Subaya Mawaza. Evo, okay. I will appreciate that. And then I hate ZANU PF. I hate ZANU PF too. We should have an election date by now. Who is responsible for announcing it? Yes, I can answer that. Emerson Mnangagwa is responsible for proclaiming an election date, and we are expecting him to do that sometime this week or next week. As you know, there was a court case by Monzora that they said they were waiting for, but of course we know that Monzora and ZANU PF they are just 6 and 9. It's the same thing. They were trying to run away from having elections, and they wanted to use Monzora's case to postpone elections, and that's the reason why he was delaying to announce the election date. And of course, we did counter that court case, and as a result, you saw that they had no choice but to, not give a verdict in favor of Monzora. Because remember, one of our lawyers from the civic society countered that. And so don't think that ZANU PF just did what they did. That verdict for Monzora was just given because ZANU PF is committed to this election. It's not, but there was a counter case that caused that. So we are now expecting the election date to be announced as soon as next week. So we look forward to that. Going back, and I'm not seeing Barbara here, but Bimbai, you can go ahead now and do your closing remarks so that we finish. Thanks, people, for the likes. I wish you the best as you campaign for a better Zimbabwe. Christopher, we appreciate you. Over to you, Bimbai.
Chief Shoshe, I would like to thank the Change Radio team, Mimi, Mambabsi, and the technical team, everyone involved. Thank you very much for having us, for giving us a platform to share about this initiative. And I also would like to thank all your viewers for lending us their ears and their time. It's really important. We really appreciate them and we thank them. And also, I would like to thank the diasporans at large, because the diasporans have been supporting the struggle for change in Zimbabwe. They have supported it in the most amazing way. We have seen a lot of contributions that they have been sending to Zimbabwe, because the Chema citizen, this is a citizen movement. Chasiana nechiache greeny, chababa azuka, chine gold mafia backing it. This particular one is for the citizens. Hence, we want to thank the diasporans. You know, Chief, we worked together, Nemi, Pama by-election. You know the kind of support that we received from the diaspora worldwide. So hence, please allow me to thank the diasporans again today for all the efforts that they are making, not only in Masvingo, but also countrywide in other provinces and other wards that they are working on. Last but not least, I want to encourage all Zimbabweans kuti pana vachamisa ndipo pane uchi, pana vachamisa ndipo pane ramangwana rakajeka reZimbabwe. So as Zimbabweans, let's do it again. Tisanyeberwe with the still small voice rinoramba richitaura kuti hapana zvazvinochinja, hapana zvazvinochinja. My heart hurts a lot when I go to Zimbabwe time in my elections, be it 2018 or the other time before then. Kutowana vanhu vakagara vachiti hapana zvazvinochinja. Guys, let us be serious as Zimbabweans. Upenyu hwedu huri mumaoko edu. KuSouth Africa kunoku kwandinogara, kana magetsi akaenda vanopinda mustreet, kana pakaita chinonzi chakaipa vanopinda mustreet. Isusu as Zimbabweans tanyanya kuzorora. Ramangwana redu riri kupedzwa takatarisa negold mafia. And let us rise up as diasporans, as Zimbabweans. Vese vari muZimbabwe nevari kunze, we can hold hands and make sure kuti tinoisa advocate Nelson Chamisa ku State House and make sure we have the majority of MPs in Parliament. Chief Shoshe, ndinokutendai, and I thank the Change Radio team.
Wow, thank you very much, Vimbai, for those powerful closing remarks. Anzi pana chamisa ndo pane uchi. This is good. Let me take this opportunity to wish all the mothers that are here and that are listening and beyond. Happy Mother's Day tomorrow. And tomorrow North America will be holding a very special event that you do not want to miss if you are here. Anyway, you can even join it from Zimbabwe. It's an online program on Zoom, and it's a big, huge program. It involves a lot of stuff. Chief Shoshe will be baking for the mothers out there. So tomorrow I'll be wearing my apron and baking my my cake. I'll also bake a chimodo. Some people don't know chimodo, but I will be doing that tomorrow. So Mother's Day, it's happening right here in North America. Barbara, your closing remarks.
Yebo kambe mthwakazi omuhle, ngithemba likholisile uhlelo kade siluphathele lona sikhuluma ngeMasvingo ukuthi bayenzani ngevoter registration, i-competition abalayo ukuthi umuntu oza register ukudlula abanye uzawina idiba. Idiba sibili inhlanyelo zizabe zikhona, izinto eziningi, ingubo, bazama ukuthi abantu baregister ngobuningi. Our President Nelson Chamisa ahambe eState House, endithemba ukuthi lapha elikhona lani liyenza something. Bengaka announce idate yama elections, asiregister nini ngobuningi, kwenze ukuthi sivote nini ngobuningi, siwine nini ngobuningi, kumbe siwine nini ngobukhulu, kwenze ukuthi iZimbabwe entsha phela ibuye. Yebo besi xhumana lani ku Change Radio, umsakazo ngayo Change Radio Facebook, Change Radio YouTube, lezim libe lelanga elihle. Good happy Mother's Day. Kusasa lusuku labo mama, ngithi libe lelanga elihle omama bonke abaseZimbabwe lemhlabeni wonke jikelele. Change Radio lezim ithi happy Mother's Day, langa elihle omama bonke. Endithemba ukuthi obaba phela kusasa lizabe liphekela omama, abantwana lizabe liphekela omama, libathengela phela lama presents. Let's not forget to buy presents for our mothers, our dear mothers. They did a lot for us, so let's show appreciation. Andi mai vanokosha, umama uqakathekile, mother is supreme. Thank you so much. Over to you, Chief.
Thank you very much, Barbara. But before I thank everyone, let me answer that question there that someone asked. Mutgandi Gere is saying, Chief, I have a question on registering to vote. Why is it when you register to vote in town, they are not giving receipts, unlike those registering to vote in town, like here in Kwekwe, people from Chundura, they are given slips, but from Kwekwe, you just register, nothing is given as proof of residence. Mutgandi Gere, thank you so much for bringing that up. Dr. Munyawe Jira talked about that, and he wrote an article, and I know he's going to write an article about that because he was just sharing that information that this may be another form of rigging that ZANU-PF is initiating. This you are talking about Kwekwe. Munya was talking about Masvingo. They went with 102 people today in Masvingo to go and register to vote, but unfortunately, those people were not given their voter registration slips, which is evidence that you are now a registered voter. There must be something that they are planning there. But as we are hearing from our listener here, Mutgandi Gere, those people in the rural areas are still being given slips. And in the urban areas, they are saying that they've run out of stationery. So you can see that they are running out of stationery in the urban areas where we know that ZANU-PF never wins anything. And they are not running out of stationery in the rural areas where they win. No, they don't win. Where their rigging machinery really works, and they end up winning those areas. So this is something that we are going to look into. I will continue to talk to Munya so that we unearth whatever ZANU-PF is trying to do. We'll also alert our elections department, Dara Makoni and Ellen Shiriedenga, so that they can challenge ZEC. They can write a letter to ZEC asking them about this. We take your comments very seriously, folks. So that question, we are going to take it up. Aside of that, let me take this opportunity to thank everyone, our contributors, our viewers and listeners. We appreciate you on ZimEye, YouTube, ZimEye, Facebook, Change Radio, YouTube, Change Radio, Facebook, and Change Radio, the radio itself. So if you're watching from Change Radio Facebook, know that there were other people that were watching from another platform as well. So we want to thank you all that came, and let me thank Dr. Munya Wejira for coming here, and Bimbai Maveruze, a comrade, a true comrade. I don't want to talk much, but she is a comrade, and of course for her team and herself and other people that she mentioned that are involved in this program, the Masvingo Register Big, Vote Big, and Win Big registration initiative. We appreciate you. Thank you, my partner in crime, Barbara, for being here, and behind the scenes, Leo. Otherwise, we will meet again in other programs. Remember, we'll be here tomorrow. That program in North America will be beamed live, and it's a program that you do not want to miss. It's something that you should just put on your timetable right now. It will be happening at 9 o'clock Zimbabwean time, 3 p.m. Eastern time if you are here in America, which is 2 p.m. Central time, and 1 p.m. Mountain time if you are this side of America. So see you tomorrow, and see you in other programs. God bless you, and God bless the incoming president of Zimbabwe, Advocate Nelson Chamisa. Thank you.